Hey yo, what is good with you? It's your boy Travis Kinley coming back to you with another one. I've had something on my mind for quite some time, and it seems like the appropriate time to tell it because the video, the donkey video is making its rounds again. That's what we all call it, right? You know, there's been books written about it that I've read since this has happened, some before it's happened actually. What it's like to go viral. So many people, especially millennials, younger people, teenagers in their 20s, they want to become profitable off of just being on the internet, doing whatever thing they're doing. But I wanted to just express what it was like to go viral for Travis Kinley, right? Let me give you a quick backstory. First of all, many of you know I did not mean to do that, okay? I didn't mean to go viral, didn't mean for that video to get so many views. That was simply a joke. I was a part of a Facebook group called, I don't know, some pastor Facebook group. And some of us started cutting up early in the morning about how youth pastors were gonna start, you know, doing these sermons about the Lion King, right? And, you know, we just keep cutting jokes about how some of them are gonna, you know, be talking about Mufasa, yada, yada, yada. And I said, yeah, you know, the opening song will be like the first hymn in the liturgy, right? Everybody's cutting jokes some more. I was like, why y'all playing? I can actually do that song, like straight up. Well, you know how life is. The proof is in the pudding. You can't say you can do something and then not do it. So I had to go drop hay anyway that morning. So I got my boots on. I mean, I didn't even do nothing yet. I didn't even drink no coffee. Usually I make my coffee first, but I was like, nah, we got to keep this joke going. So I put my boots on and go out in the pasture, and sure enough, I get, you know, Nathan and Spartan, I get them to kind of come to the front, you know, like, come on, y'all, good morning, follow me, I'm trying to do something real quick. And that's when I shot the video. If you actually look at the video, I've told so many people, if you look at the video, you'll see the surprise in my eyes when Nathan begins to bray. You see, like, oh yeah, he really didn't mean to do that. I even switch hands to try to make sure I get him in the frame so everybody can see what's going on, like, mind is being blown. After that, I went to work. We had a staff meeting that morning. I went to work, and I remember during the staff meeting, my phone is blowing up like crazy. And I'm like, yo, what is wrong? I peek at it, and it's not like Christina or anybody. You know, it's not a family emergency. So I keep going. But then by the end of the staff meeting, y'all had shared the mess out of this video, and it was going through the roof, and I could tell I'm going viral. So, you know, I started telling my coworkers and stuff. And the day progressed from there. But what was it actually like? I mean, people are dying to go viral these days. They're dying to see what it's like to get the check. How much money can you make off of just a funny video entertaining people? It really wasn't all that pleasant for me. There have been some pleasant aspects, but it really wasn't all that pleasant for me. And I just want to kind of tell you why, you know? What happened that it wasn't the most pleasant experience, right? The first thing that was extremely kind of displeasing, if you will, is that I started to become misidentified. You know, people would literally just, and still do, man, they just see me in public, and their first comment is, hey, you're the donkey man, you're the donkey guy. And you know, I understand what they're saying, right? You know, so I just smile and I'm like, yeah, you know, y'all, you know, for people who know me, you know, shaking hands and kissing babies type, right? So, you know, I just smile and yeah, you know, and I just do cheap talk with them until I can control, alt, delete myself out of the situation. You're the donkey guy. I'm not though. I'm really not at all. I heard this story, and it was a story of a boy who was in an orphanage, And he had this type of deformity that was very, you know, just very obvious and apparent as soon as you saw him. And everybody out of the orphanage was getting adopted except him. And finally one day he cries to the staff, he's like, why didn't anybody want me? Why didn't anybody love me? Well, weeks later, some parents contact the director of the orphanage, and I'm kind of repackaging the story because I don't know verbatim, but they contact the director of the orphanage and they're like, hey, is that other young boy still available? And the young boy ends up going to their house. He's so excited, he's pumped. He's reunited with another boy who used to be his, you know, housemate at the orphanage. And when he gets there, the parents, you know, the name that he had was native to where he was from and extremely hard to pronounce, so they rename him, you know, and his initials were AJ. His first two initials were AJ, so that's what they call him, you know. And the story goes that from there, when anybody came over to the house and they went somewhere new, he was always proud to announce, I'm AJ, I'm AJ. He was so proud of this new identity. He had been renamed by his parents. I tell you that short story to say that people care about their name. People care about their identity. I'm not saying I care about what people think of me, no. But people care about their identity. For the most part, people have a desire to be known as a specific thing. Now, if you get it wrong, that's on you. But, you know, at the end of the day, my name's Travis. It's not the donkey guy. Hey, you're the donkey guy. And when you understand the story in context, you realize, you know, it's really, it's just, you know, hopefully you can understand. So anyways, another kind of byproduct of going viral that I found out, it was that people will create this notion of likeness between you and them based on your sound bite. Just based on your sound bite, not based on anything else about you. They will create this notion in their head of likeness between you and them. Based on a 60 seconds, 45 to 60 seconds of your life. You understand what I'm saying here? 45 to 60 seconds of your life. They create this likeness. One dude comments, and listen, I'm just sharing my life with people, okay? If you know you're this person or one of these people have said this, I'm not offended, dude. I understand why people say what they say. I'm just telling you what it's like to receive that. Okay? One dude comments somewhere, I don't even remember where it was. He says, I love this guy. He does stupid stuff like me. Stupid sugar honey iced tea like me. I love this guy. He does stupid stuff like me. Mind you, I read that, I'm like, bro, I don't even know you. I do stupid stuff like you. They create this notion of likeness between you and them just based on the 30, 45 seconds, that 1 minute. You see what I'm saying? That 1 minute. You're just like me. And you feel so misunderstood, right? My co-driver Taylor, he tells me about this show where celebrities put on costumes or just a mask or something. They conceal their identity, and then they will sing a song or something of that nature. And the judges have to try to guess who it is or something like that. So T-Pain goes on there on this show and he sings in the costume, but no auto-tune. If you know T-Pain, you know his whole career is built off of auto-tune. So he sings with no auto-tune and the judges are blown away. Like, he sounds amazing apparently. And when he takes off his mask, the judges are shocked because they know his whole career was built off of the auto-tune. And they're like, dude, why in the world won't you actually use your voice? Your voice is amazing, dude. And he's like, because people saw the soundbite, the, you know, whatever his first song was with the auto-tune, and they loved the auto-tune. And from that point on, he just kept feeding the beast. And man, when Taylor told me that story, dude, I was absolutely shocked, because for me, it was literally like hearing how T-Pain lives this lie. Man, I've got nothing against T-Pain, dude, but just hear my heart on this, okay? How T-Pain really lives this lie, where it's like people decide I love him, but there's gotta be this feeling of, man, the whole world feels like they love me, and most of them really just don't even know me. That's not cool. That's not cool to me. I guarantee you this YouTube channel, this Facebook, my social, my life, anywhere I go, will never be built on a lie. I'm just not about that life. I'm never gonna put some facade, some mask on, auto-tune myself. You know, I'm not gonna change Travis Kinley so people will love me. No. What does it profit a man to gain the world but lose his soul? People will create this notion of likeness between you and them. They will love you for the soundbite, bro. And that junk's not worth it. If you ask me, it's not worth it. I don't want people to love me for the soundbite. Either just love me for who I am or don't love me. It's okay if you don't love me. That is perfectly normal. Like, and then lastly, what'll happen, what has happened to me, right, is that people will put you in a box. Once they see the soundbite and they have decided you are the donkey guy, now they place you in the donkey guy box, and that is what you do for us, right? Like you are nothing more than the donkey guy, is how it feels on this side. You're the donkey guy. Now, I'm not saying this is how everybody feels about Travis. This isn't no pity party. I really don't care. I'm just telling you what it's like to go viral. Because I think a lot of people thought that I thought it was the coolest thing that's ever happened in my life. I've seen posts by people that would say something like, I'm just trying to go viral once. And when I see stuff like that, I'm like, they don't even know, cuz. They don't even know. They don't even know. They put you in a box after that. The next step is that you get put in a box. So after going viral, days after going viral, after everything had worn off, it's worn off already. It worn off within 24 hours, it starts to wear off very fast. When you can't keep up with regular notifications on your social media, when people are blowing your phone up, even people that really don't like you, don't hit you up like that, you don't even chill with them. The calls won't stop from all the news stations and yada, yada, yada. They want interviews. You do a couple of them, but after a while you're exhausted. Hey, I just want to have a regular day today. I don't really want to schedule no more appointments. I got homework to do. So America's Got Talent calls me, right? I didn't even get my number. America's Got Talent calls me, right? And they're like, hey, I'm such and such, America's Got Talent. We saw the donkey video, yada, yada, yada. Well, we want you to come out to California as soon as possible. Listen, we're gonna give you an airplane ticket. We're putting Nathan on an airplane. He will be catered to as a celebrity. We're gonna make sure he is taken care of. You and Nathan will be in Hollywood. We're gonna give you everything you need, housing, food, everything. We just want you to show the world how you and Nathan sing together. And I try to patiently explain to the woman, because, you know, I'm getting a little bit worn out by the attention. Try to patiently explain to them, like, man, this isn't something I do. You know, I'm a full-time minister. Like, I work at United Ministries and stuff. Like, you know, I oversee a shelter. I'm a father. And she's like, listen, that is great. Your kids can come with you. Your family can come with you. We want to put you and Nathan on. And she keeps trying to beat the drum of, we want to put you and Nathan on a plane. We want to put you and Nathan on a plane. We want to put you and Nathan on a plane. Like, you put me on a plane, I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get excited about a plane. Like, I ain't never been on a plane before. And I kept trying to tell her, look, ma'am, I'm really not interested in, oh, Matt, and then she cut me off. Well, you're gonna be on TV. We're gonna put you on a plane, trying to make sure somebody don't hit my truck. You're gonna be on TV, you're gonna be famous, you're gonna love it, you're gonna make a lot of money. We're gonna put you on a plane, we're gonna take care of Nathan, make sure Nathan has everything he needs. We're gonna treat him like a celebrity. We're gonna put you and Nathan on a plane. I finally cut her off. I said, ma'am, I am a full-time minister. I have a passion for preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ. I am a father, I am a husband, I am a son, a brother. People care about me. I have a life. I told her I'm a full-time student. I'm in grad school, and I don't have time to quit my life to go on a plane with my donkey to Hollywood. And then I switched my voice up because I realized I was starting to sound a little out of character for a second. And I said, but I do have a friend and she loves to sing. Would you like me to give you her number? I had already talked to that friend on Facebook because she on the phone. I'm talking to a friend on Facebook. Hey, America's Got Talent on the phone. Can I tell them, you know what I'm saying, you want to go? She said, yeah, absolutely. They put you in this box like you can't be anything other than the soundbite anymore, man. And they're not, it's like they don't really care who you are. I'm gonna give you two more examples. First one is a quick example. People will be like, oh, you should do another one. You should do a Whitney Houston one. And I'm trying, in my head, I'm like, you don't understand, that was just a thing, dude. I didn't do that on purpose, and I'm not really interested in all of this attention and fame. If you know Christina wasn't having all these news crews and stuff. That was wearing her down, bro. She's closer on the introverted side of the spectrum. That was wearing her down, man. She started like, I remember her saying something to the effect like, yeah, you know, that's been enough now. The kids are kind of like, they can't go outside, and, you know, it's like, you know, maybe we could tone it down a bit. I'll give you another one. News crew shows up in my house, right? Hey, look, if you are the person who interviewed me, understand I am not offended. I don't want nobody coming up to me with no apologies because I'm not offended. And I'm not offended. I don't care about this stuff. The point of this video is to give you an inside look of what it's like to go viral. Because I understand most people don't go viral. But you think you know what it's like, but you really don't. News interviewer shows up at my house. And we sit down and we're talking. I give her the backstory about the thing, and she wants to know who I am, and I appreciate that. I'm a minister, yada yada yada, you know, United Ministries, and you know, I was somewhere preaching somewhere. So then she asked me this question. She said, so if you were to make a sermon about you know, this donkey experience, what would it be about? And she's got this entertained look on her face, and she's like the 5th news interviewer, so I'm trying to keep my patience, my temper down, because I'm starting to feel misunderstood already, misidentified, put in a box. I don't like that. So, you know, I done devoted more than 8 to 10 years of my life to studying religion and ministry and yada 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 on a collegiate level, man. Like, I'm not in the mood for no jokey type questions about my discipline. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not in the mood for that. You know? It's like a police officer, you know, showing up to a social function and always got to be asked, have you ever shot anybody? Like, bro, this is my profession. Like, this ain't no joke, cuz. So I try to patiently tell her, like, you know, the process of writing a sermon and your end result is research. It's not something where you just kind of create it out of the air, you know? And she didn't really hear me or feel my heart. She was like, yeah, I get it, but if you were to write a sermon about it, like, what would it be? Like, what would it be called? I tell her again, I said, you know, sermon writing is not intended to be just something where you just write about your own perspective and opinion about this. It is literally a research paper, week in and week out. And I tell her it would be like me writing a research paper about the Constitution, but starting from the source of a swimming pool or something, you know what I mean? Like, literally 2 things that have nothing to do with each other, but I'm gonna start with my main source of information from what I know about being a lifeguard, and I'm gonna write a paper about the Constitution of the United States of America. You see what I'm saying? They put you in this box. where they're not really interested in who you are. They're only interested in what you can give them. Give me more. Give me more entertainment. Give me more laughs. And that's not cool, man. I didn't find it cool. I'm not ever gonna build my life off of something like that. People wanted to know if I was gonna do more. You gonna do another one? Don't get me wrong, man. I made almost $10,000 off that video. Just being real, because I want you to understand what I decided not to do. That's why I said that figure to you just now. Not because I'm bragging, because the money's gone. I replaced like struts on the Tahoe I used to own, and you know, I did stuff around the property. You know, I paid bills with it, man. But I want you to understand of what I decided to walk away from for the sake of being known, for the sake of not being identified with jokey stuff. That's not me. That's not me. I'm a laughing guy. I love to laugh, but I am not a jokey guy. I don't like to be jokey. When it's time to get serious, I like to easily get serious with people. People, you know, you gonna do another one? You gonna do another video? Nah, man. Nah, I'm not actually. That is the last thing I want to do. It's the absolute last thing I want to do. That is not what I want to do with my life. They put you in this box, man. They want you to serve them and give them more. I'm never gonna build my life on anything like that. I encourage you not to wish you could build your life on something like that. It's not a lofty goal. It's not a noble aspiration. It's not what you want, yo. It's not what you want. $10,000 can be made easily, yo. You can make $10,000 easily. I've saved $10,000 in my business checking account this month in September. And September's not over yet. $10,000 can be made easily. And I don't say that to brag again. I'm saying that just to show you the dynamics of the world around you. You don't need to go viral, man. Be known and understood for who you actually are. Provide the world with your actual gifts and talents, and not just to be jokey or sexy and taking your clothes off and all this other stuff. For money, for fame. What does it profit a man, a woman, to gain the world but lose their whole soul? Checking out, y'all. You already know what the business is. Find you somebody to love. I love y'all. Don't forget, it's not about what you believe, it's why you believe it. Now live free.